Hello, people. Hello. Welcome back. It is Monday night, not 9 o'clock. It is 9:34. I'm running a bit late. Had a little bit of a car accident, car versus Bambi, but I'm still here. As we know, we missed the last 2 weeks of this due to my busy schedule. I apologize for that. Now we're back to try and finish up this list. In case you don't remember, we are doing the top 50 villains of all time. And as always, I have the usual suspects here on the show, minus one. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
I'm all
Can't
right, man.
complain. Doing good, doing good.
Doing well, thank you.
And seeing is that we didn't get a chance to, so I want to say it on stream. I'll say happy belated birthday to you, Terrence, brother.
Yeah, man.
And I
Happy
will
birthday.
echo that.
Yep. Happy belated birthday, brother. Wish you many, many more.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Oh,
So-
let me ask you a question, Terrence. Since you are Terrence, do you age slowly like the Saiyans, or do you age like normal humans, or tell me exactly how does your genetic makeup work?
Um, that's an interesting question. I'm actually still learning various things about myself. The last time that I went to the doctor, I was in perfect health, and they were actually surprised due to all the stress that I put on my body. They figured that something might have broken down, and maybe my age at that time, which was about 31. They were telling me like, yeah, you're in great shape. Heartbeat is really good, and so it was either perfect or a little bit above normal. So if that keeps up, then I should make it to about 9,007.
Okay, I'm not a bit surprised to hear that. Not a bit. We're gonna do a very quick recap. We missing Maz tonight. She has some issues.
Yeah, I just
she'll-
wanted to say before you start,
Yeah.
Danny, you asked him about him aging. We already know Terrence is like Yoda's age already.
Yep.
He's been living for like 800 years already on
Mhm.
this planet, right?
Yep.
So,
When we're dust, he'll still be here, hating
yep.
humans as usual.
And trying to take over the world, of course.
Um, a quick recap. Terrence, number 50 was Jen the Wishmaster, then Jason Voorhees, then the clown off of It, Simon Gruber, the Creeper, Donald Liddecker,
Lydecker, yeah.
Lidecker, Christopher Reeves. I'm not sure how that was. Dracula.
Oh no, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Dracula. The
Yeah,
guy that played
yeah.
Freddy Krueger, Darth Vader, and Alex. A clock North Orange was his 50 through 41. Chris's was Francis Buxton, Inky Pinky Blinky, Time, the Government, the Forest. What the hell was that? Forces?
Forests.
Forest. Okay.
Remember
Can't
that
read
weird
your
list?
writing, bro?
Yeah.
What?
I can't have read it. And then stuff that don't make sense.
Yeah, you can't read your own writing?
Hey, this is pretty tough. Stepmother and mothers, Mama Fratelli, Priscilla DeVille,
Corella
DeVille, Miss Trunchbull,
Mm-hmm.
Harry and Marv.
Mm-hmm.
Anzo's was Kylo Ren, Biff, Buffalo Bill, Joan Crawford, Joan Crawford,
Joan
Ki-
Crawford.
yeah,
Bill.
Kill Bill, Jack from The Shining, Heidi from
Right.
Single White Female,
That's correct.
Tommy DeVito, Voldemort, and Scarecrow.
That is correct.
And Mads was Buffalo Bill, Sheriff Nottingham, Hector Hamming, Biff Tanning, Thanos, Hans Landa, John Doe, Barbosa, Pirates of the Caribbean, Michael Myers, and Bill from Kill Bill. Mine was Annie Wilkes from Kathy Bates, Put Her in Misery, Sauron from Lord of the Rings, The Wicked Witch of the West, Commodus from Gladiator, The Master from The Strain, Alien, the Xenomorph, Alex, can't read that. Formaza. She's the lady that played Glenn Close in Fatal Attraction. but Glenn Close played her. The T-1000, Sheriff of Nottingham, and Bellatrix Lestrange from the Harry Potter.
This is correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. We're going to start with Anzo at his number 40.
Oh, excellent. I get started off. Nice. So,
I might have to take a picture and get to my phone because I gotta go get my kid. So
Yeah, no problem. Give me 1 second.
on.
Actually, let Chris start then, because I got to check.
Okay. Go ahead, Chris. You can start.
All right, this is better than the last one, I promise you. Although 40 will start with a group, and it will be the Nazis. There's lots of movies that the Nazis play villains and stuff in, and some are better than others. But as an overall group, I mean, if you think about it, during World War II, the world feared Nazis, and so they do represent a very evil group that, games and movies continuously use them as villains. So I think that they're a good villain. Number 39, Scar from The Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
Number 38, and
What
I
about
will
number
say
40?
it was Nazis.
But it was a Nazi.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. It's Nazi.
And what I'll say about Scar is that Scar, even for a Disney movie, is kind of over the top. I mean, they actually blatantly show him murdering a character. I mean, there's no other way of putting it. So, I mean, that's pretty dastardly. Number 38, Count Dracula, Bela Lugosi, from 1931. Because Dracula will show up again, but that's that particular version. Number 37, J.R. Ewing from Dallas.
Damn. That's low.
I know better. So, but J.R. man, even when they rebooted the show, he was able to keep up that acting, that ability. It was very. I mean, I love Dallas. I remember Dallas. And I hate to say it is a soap opera, but it's not. It's better than that, I think.
Did you happen to watch the reboot and see how he finally got back?
A little bit, yeah. And I liked. I mean, again, I didn't mind it, and it was sad they had to close. I mean, I guess they killed off his character again when he died, and but that time we knew it.
They wrote that into the character.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I liked that. Number 36, Jack Torrance from The Shining. I think that movie is really awesome because you get to see the evolution, and there's that question of supernatural. Is it him? Is it supernatural? Something taking him over, or is it a mix? But dude, anybody that chases his kid and his wife through a maze in the middle of winter and during a blizzard is evil. Number 35, Samara Morgan. That's the girl from The Ring. I don't necessarily think she's scary. I think that the way they did that, she doesn't care. It's just like, it doesn't matter. It's just, she wants somebody's soul or whatever she's stealing from them. It's just like, it's crazy. And yeah, that's just pure evil. Number 34. I don't remember how to say his first name for sure, but it's Arik Goldfinger from Goldfinger 007. I love, and I think this shows you how evil he is. He's smart. He's a business-minded person, and whatever gets in his way, he doesn't care. It's about his business. It's about the gold. It's about just one thing. He kills a woman he likes, plates her in gold. He does all the things he does. It doesn't matter who you are. As soon as you cross his path, it's gone. You're done. And the line, "What do you want me to do?" Or "What do you want, Goldfinger?" And he says, "I want you to die, Mr. Bond," or whatever that line is. I love that. That's such a That's a villain for you. It's like, I don't care. All I want you to do is die. Number 33, Mystique. Take your pick of which one. Just Mystique is a character.
From the X-Men?
Yeah, I know some people are going to say, well, she's not always a villain. No, but I don't know if she's not a villain either. She's kind of that back and forth. But she has that thing that it's what she wants is wherever she can get help for that. That's where she goes. I still think that's a villain.
They started off as a villain, so
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. There's nothing, and I don't guess scary is not the right word, but there's nothing that bothers me more than to think that there could be somebody, and I know this isn't real, but there could be somebody out there that could morph to a person you know so well, but you will never know. That's craziness. Number 32, Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
okay.
Well, there are some depictions of him that are more evil than the cartoons. He's kind of campy. I didn't like the cartoon. I won't say the cartoon versions, but the first movie, he was pretty damn evil. And so, yeah. Number 31, Oren Ishii and the Crazy 88s from Kill Bill.
Good one. That's a good one.
Because, I mean, and I put them together because she was in charge of the Crazy 88s, and really the bride didn't really have much problems with Crazy 88. But Oren Ishii, that was an awesome fight, and she was definitely they were very both evenly matched. And I think Oren is actually the best villain that movie franchise offered.
Okay.
So that's 43-31.
Yep. Said Nazi, Scar, Dracula, JR, Jack Torres, Samara Morgan, Arik, Goldfinger, Mystique, Shredder, and Oren Ishii. Got him. Okay, Mr. Anzo. I'm
going to jump to my phone, get in my car, and I'll be back.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no problem. So I had to pass Chris because I have my number 4 down there, and I was like, wait a minute, what movie was this guy from again? But yeah, then I checked it. Okay, so I got Norman Stansfield from The Professional as my number 40. Number 39, we got Staff Sergeant Barnes from Platoon. Oh my God.
Platoon.
Platoon, that's it.
Sergeant who?
Barnes.
All right.
Yeah. Number 38, we have Damien from The Omen. Number 37 is Amy Dapier, or Dune, from Gone Girl. Now, I was going to put her a little higher, but man, I think I have some other ones that deserve to be there more. But that girl was fucking crazy in that movie. You seen Gone Girl? You seen Gone Girl, Danny?
I heard of it. I don't think I watched it. If I did, I don't remember much about it.
Oh man, this woman like faked her kidnapping, and she did all kinds of shit. You gotta watch that movie. It's really good.
Okay.
Number 36, I got Missy Armitage from Get Out. It was a psychiatrist woman, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was fucked up. I was happy to see what happened to her. Number 35, we have Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Now, I don't know, you're not a big Lord of the Rings fan, but Gollum in that movie.
Oh, I remember him. He was evil.
Yeah, Gollum.
The pretty.
My precious.
Precious. Well,
My precious. Yeah, Lord of the Rings was good, man. You gotta watch that movie. Number 34, we have Michael Myers. That's right. I put him way up there because I'm not a big Michael Myers fan, so he's at number 34.
Neither am I.
Yeah, not a big fan of him. Number 33, we have Annie Wilkes from Misery. She was dangerous, man. I mean, she kidnapped the guy. What she did to his ankles.
Yeah, she was in my first 10.
She was in your top 10?
She was my 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was in your 50. Yeah.
She was number 50.
For me, that part where she busts his ankle
Yeah, that
It's
was pretty.
still,
That was
it's
pretty.
still cringy to watch, you
Yeah,
know.
it is.
Number 32 is going to be Leatherface. Again, Texas Chainsaw Massacre wasn't a really big fan of that, but you
Neither
know,
am I.
yeah, Leatherface was okay in that. And my number 31 is Mr. Brooks.
Oh
Now,
yeah. Oh man, that should be higher because he was hell.
he was hell, you know, but I think I can find some other ones.
That is one of my all-time favorite movies, man.
Mr. Brooks was fire, bro.
Yeah,
And I like at
and
the end,
that flew under the radar because I don't think Kevin Costner got much credit or claim for that. But that
no,
movie was on point, man.
yep. And then at the end where he found out it was his daughter doing the shit,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, that movie was bad. So
Yeah,
that's my next 10.
I got you. Okay, I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna let Terrence do it go last. My number 40 is Kylo Ren from the Star Wars. Really not really was a fan of his. That's why he's high, but he was a villain, so to speak, that
Mhm.
kind of redeemed himself. But I like him better when he was bad versus good. 39 is Hans Gruber from the Bruce Willis movies. I can't think of the name of the franchise now, but he was a bad guy in the Bruce Willis movie. He took over the building and stuff.
Hans Gruber?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
that
my
was
number
Die Hard.
39. Yeah, Die Hard. Yeah. 38 is gonna be Voldemort from Harry Potter. He's my 38. Voldemort. Um, just before he, oh, I already put. Oh no, Voldemort was more scarier before he actually came to life. Once he came to life and came back and was actually in form, to me he was less scary because they had just the thought of it. He who shall not be named, all this kind of stuff, and you got to whisper his name or be quiet or catch yourself when you say it. But then actually, when he was actually there, he was still bad. But he was when he wasn't there and just the fear of him coming back, I thought he was more scarier in that version. 37, I put Boba Fett. Boba Fett has such a very strong cult following.
Oh,
Um,
Boba Fett should be a lot higher than that, bro.
but you don't see a lot of them though. You go more on his reputation than with actual what you see him on screen. That's why I had kind of wrestled with that. But
Yeah, good point. Good point.
36 is Scar from The Lion King. Scar was evil as hell. Killed his own brother, tried to kill his nephew. So
Where'd you have him at?
Scar is 36.
Oh, dude, where was it? Where did I have him?
Um,
38.
yeah, Scar at 39.
Oh, okay. Well, not to cut you off. I'm sorry. Can you tell me what Anzo's were? I'm sorry. I had to jump off.
Anzo 40 was Norman Stansfield, Sergeant Burns from Platoon, Damien, Amy Dapier. I forgot what she was. Gone Girl, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Missy Armatech. I don't know who the hell that was. Golem from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Michael Myers, Annie Wilkes from Misery, Leatherface, and then Mr. Brooks, Kevin
Cool.
Costner movie.
Well, cool. All right. Sorry.
My 40 was Kylo Ren, then Hans Gruber, Voldemort, Boba Fett, Scar. And now
Cool.
I'm going to 35, which is Scarecrow from Batman series. I thought they did him real well. Was very impressed on how they did him. My 34 is Golem from Lord of the Rings. I can't think of the actor that plays him, but Andy Serkis kills it as Golem. But 33 is Warden Murtaugh, the Warden from the movie Shawshank Redemption, the one that kept little boy in there. Andy was lying on him, but was using Andy's smarts to fatten up his pot and his money and stuff. And then I like the way how Andy switched the tide and got all his money and stuff and set him up. he went out the pump where he killed himself. So, um, but he damn pissed me off in that movie. Number 32 is Two Face. That's the one done with I can't think of the guy's name. He
From
played
Dark Knight.
yeah, he played I Frankenstein. What was his
Yeah.
name? Shit. Anyway, the one from the Dark Knight. That's one who I like. Who the Joker turned to Two Face. And then my number 31 is Calvin Candy from the Django Unchained, played by Leonardo DiCaprio. He is my number 31.
Cool.
Okay. Last but not least is Mr. Terrence. You ready, Terrence?
Terrence.
Terrence.
Uh-oh.
You
Stepped
can
away.
hear it. You got your mic muted.
Yes, hello humans. Can you hear me?
Now we can.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So my number 40 is Commodus from Gladiator.
Mm.
Yeah, this dude is like a whiny, sniveling bitch. But the thing that I noticed is he is very desperate for approval and attention, which on one end makes him weak, but on the other end, it makes him especially dangerous, as we saw in the movie.
Not to
You
mention
know,
he wanted to constantly screw his damn sister, his sick perverted ass.
right. Because, that's his actual sister. Like, if it had been his
Yeah.
stepsister, there might have been a little bit of leniency there, but, like, through and through, he was a creep, a desperate loser. But,
Well, back in
I've
the
met,
day, that's how they kept the blood pure and royal.
It
yes,
is.
this
So
is true. Like,
yeah, I
certain
don't agree
certain
with it,
customs.
but that's what they did.
Right. Certain customs are interesting as they sort of fall away or just become modified over the course of time. But Commodus, he definitely struck me as a memorable villain because there were so many things I didn't like about him, but he was very effective as a villain. Um, Number 39 is General Zod from Superman 2, played by Terrence Stamp.
What?
Yep. And
You got him too low.
remember what I said last time. This is just me throwing out villains and stuff.
I
Like
got you.
it's not necessarily to be taken seriously in terms of the order.
Remind me to ask
Um,
you a question about that after the order.
okay. So yeah, General Zod in the context of Superman 2, I like how whenever he spoke in the movie, you took him seriously. Like this dude was somebody that was going to be a problem. And, eventually he makes his way to the moon and we see what him and the other Kryptonians do to the humans on the moon. He goes to Earth, and I like how he asks a human, like, "Hey, is this thing able to make it to where I can be seen by all the humans on the planet?" They're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Good. I'm taking this motherfucker over. My name is General Zod." And then he goes to the White House to make a statement, and just the way he rolled up in there, destroying and wrecking, I thought that was sick. Just to make sure that humans know they either bow down to him or they die. And I just love his entire presence throughout the film. You know,
Kneel before Zod.
right, like because at first he said and then no, and like I like how he called that one human out because he kneeled right away. He was like, "Get your bitch ass up! Ain't nobody that leads a number of humans gonna kneel so quickly." And then the real
Mm-hmm.
president came out and he was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." So like he had like a lot of charisma and swag, even though he had a serious demeanor. And like I try to stress to certain humans that just because you're serious doesn't mean that it is the absentee of charisma and swag. It's just a different way of going about it. Number 38, got William Stryker from X-Men 2. Um,
Oh, he's an
Man, this
asshole.
yeah, he was an asshole, but I like how effective he was at his job. He's like, look, man, these mutants are fucking scum. I want them all
Yep.
wiped out. In fact, like he came up with a plan to get rid of all the mutants, not like Charles and his little group, not Magneto and his little crew, not the group over there in Australia. He was like, I want them all dead. And I love
Mhm.
how he rode up into the X mansion, wrecking, kidnapping everyone. He didn't care if they were adults, kids. He was like, if you're a mutant, you die. And then one of the things that stuck out to me was that he used his own son to execute said plan. She
Yep.
almost
Mhm.
succeeded with, because his son being a mutant, he was just like, I don't care if you're blood, because you're a mutant, you're scum. And I that stuck out to me because usually, even amongst bad guys, whether it be in fiction or reality, there's usually something precious about the children. So the fact that he was like, nah, nah, no, you were my son, but I don't know what the hell you are now. On top of everything I just said, I had to include him on my list.
Mhm.
Um, number 37, Sebastian from Hollow Man, played by Bacon.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that's good.
This dude,
Yeah.
brilliant
He
scientist. He was,
he was a motherfucker.
yeah, he was. So this dude, a brilliant scientist. He was by far the smartest person in the movie. And I like how when he was doing the experimentation on various primates, to turn them invisible, and you had this whole process of, okay, we can use this to make humans invisible while also thinking about how we can simultaneously regenerate human tissue, to have individuals recover from injuries that would ordinarily kill them. And then he volunteered to be the first human test subject. And then we saw how, due to a miscalculation, he was unable to return to his normal state. And over the course of the film, he ends up snapping. And like, there was a scene where he was in his apartment, and like his neighbor, this really attractive female, he was just like, wait a minute, she can't see me. I could do what I want. And he just went over there, had his way with her. And then he started killing off his friends because he was like, wait a minute, I'm the smartest dude I know. And just because I can't become visible, they wish to contain me like an animal. I'm going to not only outsmart them, but I'm going to kill them one by one until I get what I want. So I thought that over the course of 2 hours that he became a very interesting character and turned into a villain due
Mhm.
to circumstances. Number 36, the Penguin from Gotham. Now, I know all about this character based on my years of reading about him, and I found Gotham's interpretation to be quite interesting in the sense that he was like a servant boy, like, hey, hold the umbrella, go do the errands. He wasn't really the Penguin that a lot of humans know and understand. Like when they think about
Mm-hmm.
Penguin, yeah, right,
Mhm.
right. They think about the one from Batman Returns, Danny DeVito. He did a wonderful job. So, and then the one from the Adam West Batman series. So they kind of think
Mhm.
about either one of those. So
Or just Meredith.
yeah, or even the ones from the animation. I mean, we can go on and on,
Oh
but
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, no.
I like,
But
yeah,
they kind
like
of stole the American gangster. You know how Denzel Washington was kind of like the servant for that older gangster. Then when he died,
Mhm.
Denzel took over. This kind of
yeah,
same thing happened. Like the Penguin learned all the tricks of the trade from Falcone and Fish Mooney, and
Mhm.
hmm
then when it was his turn, then he showed what he learned.
right,
Mhm.
yeah, like yeah, that's an interesting comparison. I don't really disagree with that, but I think by and large with the villains, like what I noticed is some of them were comic book accurate, and then some of them were tweaked for the sake of keeping things fresh. For
Yeah.
the humans that are like, oh, we've seen this all before. No, you haven't. No,
No,
you
I
haven't.
never seen that penguin because he had romantic interest for the Riddler. And I've never
Right.
known the penguin to be.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
yeah. I didn't know him to be sucking dicks on Tuesday. I did not. I was like, I don't know about that shit, but like
oh goodness.
that was something where I thought it was a little odd, but his character was so well written that I kind of gave it a pass. I'm like, I don't know why they went that way, but hey, this actor
I
is
tell you,
good.
the penguin and the Riddler were my favorite two bad guys on
I
that
loved
series.
how
Yeah,
they gave. I loved how they slowly brought the Riddler up in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, I agree, Danny and Chris. Like, I mean, for me, there
I
were
wonder
so
why so
many.
many people sleep on that show.
I don't know. I
Well,
still got to finish it, but it was
it,
great.
Oh my
well,
god.
it
That was
depends, Danny. Like, cause some of my friends who are into DC, some of them like it and some of them hate it. So it's like you really have like a divisiveness. You got
the,
that from like the fans, and then you got that from
the only
the
thing I can
average
say I
person.
hate was the last episode when they showed Batman's costume. I was like, y'all did everything damn near perfect. Why did y'all not spend the money and get a superior and let us see it at least the last 10 minutes? Let us see him in action.
That a
That's what
lot.
pissed me off.
I was a little bit underwhelmed with that, but like what happened was when I was watching it and reviewing it at the time, they were given the axe for the show rather quickly because they had like
Yeah.
another 3 seasons planned where they were
And
going
Chris,
to
that
have
sound like
like
a spoiler, but it really ain't.
right. No, it's not a spoiler
Yeah.
because
No.
they took kind of like a Smallville route. You see him growing up, and then you know that he's going to be Batman in the end.
Yeah.
So with 3 seasons, they were supposed to show his training and all that, so they had to rush it. So I was like, well,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
he got nice, man, because at first he just get his ass whipped. But
Right, right.
close to the end of that shit, man, he was
Hmm.
pretty nice, bro.
Yes, I agree. And they did show some of his training. They had
Mm-hmm.
Alfred training him. They had some members of the League of Assassins training him, and that was just supposed to be a tip of the iceberg. But all in all, I thought Gotham was great. So what that the last episode or whatever was underwhelming. I look at just the overall show, and that shit was awesome to me.
Yep.
So, but yeah, just with Penguin, I like his whole evolution of the character and how he went from just somebody where you just kind of laugh at him like, ha, yeah, we'll see if you lead anything in your life. And then the scene transition is the ones laughing at him, they were on the ground begging for their lives. And like, I like how his character immersed himself in that. He was like, he was really happy to hear them beg. He was like, man, I remember when I used to be in that position. Now look at you now. That shit was awesome. So I had to put him on my list. Number 35, Michael Myers. Michael Myers was introduced to me when I was probably like 7, 8, along with other horror movie characters because I used to watch a whole lot of horror movies. And the same thing with my cousins. I feel like they put me on to pretty much everything in terms of horror, especially the old school stuff. So like Michael Myers, like he stood out to me because I'm like, okay, this dude doesn't talk. He just like walks and then kills. And like he killed his sister when he was a kid, and then they locked him up in a mental institution. And he just was sitting there staring at a wall, just sitting for years and years, just like with a crazy ass amount of patience. And then he got out one day, and he went on to kill the rest of his family. And I was like, this dude is a great villain because you don't know why he's upset, or even if he is upset, but he's killing his family. I'm like, man, that's interesting, Michael. Like, who you gonna kill next? And then he's really hard to kill too. You kind of shoot him and burn him, and then we see that he has like some mild form of regenerative capabilities because he was he was blown up in number two, not to the degree of being in pieces, but just the room blew up and his body got engulfed in the flames. And then we see that in the fourth movie, he basically came out of his coma voluntarily to go kill his niece. I'm like, that's a badass motherfucker right there. And I just was cheering for him the whole way. I was like, I know you're not supposed to be killing your family like that, but I'm on your side, Michael. I don't know why you're doing it, but I assume you got a good reason. So, like Michael through and through, he's just like that unflinching evil. And Dr. Loomis, his doctor while in the institution, he sold it too in the first movie. When those cops thought it was a joke, they was like, yeah, yeah, we'll send one unit over there to get your boy. He was like, look here, you silly motherfuckers. I was around him for 10 years. And I am telling you, you ain't never seen nobody like Michael. And then over the course of his whole franchise, I was like, man, like his words ring true. Michael is just, you don't know what to do. You better hope you got somebody that can take his ass out. So had to put Michael there. And then 34, I got Chucky, Charles Lee Ray, the Lakeshore Strangler. That's my boy right there. I still need to get me like one of those life-size Chucky dolls and shit. Need to order
Crazy
one
as
of those.
hell.
So I saw him when I was a kid because when I was a kid I had a lot of different action figures and things, and I was like, man, that's a cool doll right there. And I noticed that like my cousins, they were kind of creeped out by him, even though we were watching it together. It was like, man, I don't know about no Chucky T. Like, my man Chucky is dope. Y'all tripping. And it it was like his voice was cool. He has this iconic laugh. Like when you hear his laugh, you like that's Chucky laughing right there. And the fact that you have this serial killer that transferred his doll into the soul makes him, to me, very unique amongst a sea of killers and bad guys. Because you think, okay, this is just a doll. Like, no, this is a grown man inside of a doll with the same strength that he had when he was in his human body. And then,
Yeah.
like, right? Like, that shit is like, you see him like a grown ass adult standing upright, and Chucky jump off a fucking ledge or something and take him right down to the ground on some MMA shit. I'm like, Chucky is strong as fuck. Like,
Well,
that shit is crazy.
yeah, it's not just that. Think of his plan. His plan is he's pissed off that he's stuck in the doll. The doll was just a minor, like a waypoint, a stopover, so he could transfer his soul to something physically, human. And
Right.
his
Right.
plan
Which
is,
was a child. Yeah.
At
yeah,
first,
exactly. It's a child. He's after a child. So
Well,
if you think about it, that's fucking evil. I mean, that's
okay. Well, here's the thing. Like, to me, like, it doesn't matter if it's a child or an adult. It's evil. Period. Like, I'm like, the fact that you wish to take over someone's life and then virtually kill them in their entire essence is evil. I don't care what type of human it is. But even
Mhm.
still, when you look at all those variables, and then he also killed his buddy too, the black guy that taught him how to do the voodoo in the first place.
Mhm.
What's that chant? He goes, Ade Dewey
and
Dimbella. Like that
Mhm.
shit is dope as fuck. Like, they like, give me the power,
You
and
get
then
a
fucking
you get a
lightning comes
whole
down and
entirely
shit.
different
Didn't he kill
definition
that
of
guy
dope
at the
than what
beginning
I
of the
do.
first one?
what's that?
Didn't he kill the
Wait,
guy at the beginning of the
what's that?
first one?
No, he
Yeah, it
at the
was like
beginning of the first one he was running
it,
from a cop.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, he
he
was
got
running.
killed by the cop. I'm talking about the black dude. Like, it was kind of like in the middle of the movie. Like, we went to
Man,
see
Yeah,
him, and
the
Yeah,
he
black
I
he was
remember
the
now.
one who
Yeah, yeah,
told
yeah.
him he had
you
to
get a
put his soul in the first person he told, which was the
Yeah.
kid.
yeah, and so like, to me, he was like, okay, this worked, and now you're gonna tell me something else. He's like, oh well, you just gotta transfer your soul into the person you revealed your secret to. He's like, that don't make no damn sense because that was a child. I'm gonna kill you right here. And then he took his voodoo doll and just stabbed that man and killed him. And he was laughing. I was like, yo, like, Chucky is a savage. I like this dude. And
Mhm.
like the fact that he was like, I'm going to pretend that I'm a doll for many hours just to pull one over on humans. I'm like, that takes a special kind of patience, because I feel like 99% of the humans I know, they have no patience and they lose their mind over the tiniest things. And this dude can just sit there for days and hours waiting for you to do the wrong thing so he kill you. I'm like, this guy's off.
Mhm.
33. This is a character named Rancid. He's from Power Rangers Time Force.
Hmm.
Now, usually when, like, for individuals that don't watch Power Rangers, usually when you mention stuff from there, they sort of laugh and they dismiss it, but they really don't understand how many powerful characters are in that universe. Like, when you talk about how humans like superheroes and shit, I'm like, what the hell do you think a Power Ranger is? What do you think they fight? They fight monsters and ghouls and demons all the time. So anyway, Rancic is an interesting villain out of all the 20 some odd seasons of Power Rangers left. I left off on season 17, which is Power Rangers RPM. But Rancic, though, he stuck out to me because of this. He was sick the whole season of Time Force. He was sick. And like, they said he was at like 15 or 30% of his power. And at the end of that season, Dan, you know, like how when DBZ characters, when they move, they blur because they move so quick?
mm-hmm.
Rancic was able to do that. I had never seen that shit before in that universe. I'm like, and he was able to hit them so hard that they demorphed. Okay, like the Power Rangers, their suits, if you apply enough pressure and force, you can demorph them, and the Rangers return to their civilian clothing, which makes it easier for you to kill them. So Rancic was able to demorph the entire Time Force Rangers team with one hit apiece in less than like 4 seconds. And I was like, "Are you sure this dude is sick?" So and then the red Time Force Ranger, he did his best attack on Rancic, and it looked sick, and I thought he was dead because that's how it works with power. Move in or out of the Zord, and that person is done. Rancic walked out of that smoke, and he was like, "That's the best you got." I was like, "Oh shit!" He like basically backhand the fuck out of him. And look, the team didn't even beat him. The Time Force Rangers didn't even beat Rancid. Like you got all these different teams that beat their respective villains. They didn't even defeat him in a fight. It was Rancic's daughter that convinced them to spare their sorry asses. So I was like, damn, that's I wonder how powerful he is at 50%, 80%, 100%. If he's like blur when moves and he could just demorph our Power Rangers team to withstand their best attack. So he sticks out to me just on general principle. Like in his own universe, he is just ridiculous when he is quote unquote weak or in a sickened condition. So yeah. Let me see.
Hey, Danny, did you see the private chat?
Oh, wait, what happened with the
Hold on a
chat?
minute.
Somebody had a question.
I got you.
I'm so sorry. I fell asleep putting the kid to bed.
No problem. No problem. We get your last ads. Right now, Terrence is going through it his, and he's on number 32, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So 32 is Anton from No Country for Old Men. Um, yeah, this dude, he's not exactly like a really powerful fella in the sense that he doesn't have any powers or anything like that, but he is extremely calm all the time. Like there could be an explosion, he doesn't care. Humans screaming and running and shit, he don't care. Nothing phases this dude. He's like whenever he sets out on whatever he needs to do, which is kill a certain person, get a certain amount of money, he does it. And he doesn't discriminate. He doesn't care if you're a man, you're a woman, you're a child. If you cross him in the wrong way and he believes that you deserve to die, you're dead. And he uses like this what they call a cattle gun to kill people. You know, some like in the movie he used other weapons, but I like when he used the cattle gun, this large fucking nail compression that wrecks your shit, and he just shoots people in the head and the heart and different stuff. And there was a part of his character that was kind of like Two Face. He had a little coin, like flip to let me know if I need to kill your ass or not. And then sometimes they just wouldn't know what to do, and then he just would end up killing them. And I feel like that coin was fucked up because he had intentions on killing them anyway. He just wanted to see how they would respond so he can use that for a learning experience. I'm like, this dude is a savage. And it's like, it's unfortunate that a lot of humans won't think about him as a villain because he's in such a he's in such an ordinary like movie. You know what I mean? So he doesn't really stand out like too much. Unfortunately, like when you got like a sea of comic book films and stuff, humans will gloss over him. But I'm not always as impressed with characters with powers as much as it is like how they conduct themselves and what they do in their particular environment. So that's 32. And then 31, if you know who this is, Danny Kid Buu from Dragon
Oh, yeah.
Ball Z.
Oh, yeah.
That's my boy right there.
I was
Now,
waiting for something like that.
yeah, that's my boy. Like I don't I don't care how many comic book movies I've seen. None of them are like Kid Buu. Villains can hold a candle to Kid Buu. Tell you why. Kid Buu is just another form of Majin Buu. You know about this, Danny. You know the different forms that he goes through when he absorbs people, takes their powers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So Kid Buu is pretty much the original form, and he showed up, and he was just standing there. You had like the main characters Goku and Vegeta, and Vegeta was making fun of him. He was like, "Look at this shrimpy motherfucker. We gonna be able to take him easy. Kakarot, you got him? Yeah, all right. You go to the left, I go to the right." And Kid Buu, not saying nothing, no expression, he released the tiniest energy ball, and then within the span of a second, Goku and Vegeta changed their demeanor quick. Shit wasn't funny no more when they shot that away, and they're like, "Oh man, he must be mad. That was strong enough to blow up the entire planet." I was like, "Yes." So at that point, they started yelling at him. Remember that shit, Danny?
Mm-hmm.
And then he put his hand in the sky, and he made a big ass energy ball. And then what happened? Danny Goku was like, "That's enough to blow up the planet 10 times."
Yep.
And he just left. He just had this sinister smile on his face. And then my boy Goku, man, he started begging like a bitch. He was like, "Please, Boo, come on, don't do it. Don't blow up the planet. We're sorry. Come on, please, Boo." And then Boo was like, "Okay." And he just fucking blew up the planet. He blew up the Earth right then and there. No talking, no nothing. It happened in some seconds. And like when I think about villains, I'm like, all these villains, what do? They show up, they're cool, they got these lines that everybody quotes all the time. Yay, they're so cool. And then the heroes find a way to beat them, and it's like most of the time it's really easy for them to defeat them. Kid Buu show up, he don't give you a chance to come up with a plan. How about he just destroys your entire fucking planet? So yeah, I had to put him on my list.
Very good list. I will read quick recap. Say Komodos from what's the name of the movie? I forgot the name of the movie now.
Gladiator. Yeah,
Gladiator.
Gladiator.
General Zod from Superman 2. William Stryker from the X-Men series. Sebastian from Invisible Man. The Penguin from Gotham. Michael Myers. Chucky. Ranzik from the Power Rangers. Anton. And Kid Buu. Okay. Last but definitely not least is Maz Mama Bear. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
All right. All of us have gone, and now we are doing starting at 40 and going to 31. So you can go ahead with your
Yeah.
list.
Okay, I'm going to start off with an X-Men classic. The Sentinels, particularly the ones from the live-action movie. Those Sentinels, the ones that were combined with Mystique's power,
Mm-hmm.
those were friggin' intimidating.
Talking about from X-Men Futures Past.
That's the one.
Yep.
The fact that they could adapt to the individual mutant's power on a split second, that was terrifying.
I agree.
Mm.
I did not like those particular group of Sentinels, but
That's why I put them on the list, though. Because regular Sentinels were bad enough, but these ones, that was awesomely not
not
cool.
only adapt, it seemed like they took the mutant's power and used it against them.
Exactly. And that's why they have to make my list. Funny enough that he said Colonel Stryker, because I put Colonel Stryker on my list as well.
At 39?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to think. While we're at classic villains, I'm going to go with Lex Luthor.
Lex
And
Luthor, 38.
oh yeah,
Which Luthor? Or just the actual character himself?
just
not
the
particular.
character, just the character himself in this case. I mean, each one of them has been absolutely the fact that he is such an iconic character. A basic human that can actually stand up to a Kryptonian. Oh, Jesus, hold on. Apparently, I did a bad job putting her to bed. I'm gonna go with also Victor from the Underworld movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did not like that ass.
I mean the actor himself is such an icon, and how he portrays Victor is from that twisted father figure. That was phenomenal.
I agree. Okay. Number 36.
Number 36. Sorry, I'm trying to read my writing.
Had that same problem earlier.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Norman Bates. Another one of those classic villains.
Yeah.
And that's somebody who is questionably twisted to the point where he becomes his own enemy. And I love that. I gotta stop writing things fast. I'm not all on Victor's. Also Victor Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Again, the creator of his own enemy.
Yep.
What number am I on?
You're on 34 now.
I can't read that one. Okay. Put it on live. I'm gonna go Shang Tsung. Mortal
Who?
Kombat movie. Shang Tsung. Mortal Kombat.
Shang Tsung.
Which one?
Shang Tsung.
Okay, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. Classic character. Loved him. And the actor who portrays him, that voice is epic. And how they just, the way he can
Yeah.
manipulate his face into so many expressions like that is beautiful.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he was made for that particular character.
Mm-hmm. And I really love those situations where the actor almost seems so perfect for the character.
Mm-hmm. He is. All right, number 33.
What is that? The Joker from Suicide Squad.
Huh?
Seriously. Seriously. The Joker will hit my list a couple times, and that's why I'm being specific. He actually wasn't as laughable as a character as a lot of people think. I'm not kidding.
That's all I'm going to say.
Taking that key moment with, I can't remember the guy's name, Common's character. Where he acts like he's giving Harley to him, and it's all completely a ruse. Because if you look at her arm, she is wearing all the way up her arm watches, men's watches. So clearly they have done this before. This little bait and switch thing. And he did play the Joker, parts of the Joker that was really nicely. I've said it before, his laugh was deplorable, but overall it wasn't bad.
Okay. Number 32.
King Koopa.
Who?
Super
Mario
Mario.
Brothers?
Yeah.
Okay.
The movie was a joke.
Mhm.
Complete and total. He did a good job.
You say Ian Cooper?
King
King
Koopa.
Koopa.
King
Yeah.
Cooper. I never heard of that shit.
You don't play
Yeah,
Mario Brothers?
honestly, I don't recommend the movie.
Well, and it's not
Unless
just
you're just looking for a cheap laugh, you know?
it's not just the movie. It's King Koopa. Period. I mean, it doesn't have to be from the movie. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not a bad choice. I don't think.
but thank you.
Boop.
You Phantom Zone his ass, Danny?
Only reason I ain't was on Mag is she's in the middle of her list, but she said two things that definitely deserves Phantom Zone.
Oh, come on.
You are the
Well,
only person I've ever heard that say they like that Joker in Suicide Squad.
Actually, there's a whole
That is
group of
that is
people
no
that are.
exaggeration. I'm saying you're the only person I ever heard say they like him.
I'm not saying I liked him. As they put him, there's a lot of stuff that really could have been better.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't actually hate him.
Yeah. I mean, the stuff I've seen
Really?
from what they did outtakes, all of that is.
Where did you see the outtakes?
I'm good.
Where did you see the outtakes at?
I'll track them down. The outtakes, the script clips from the stuff that was supposed to go in. Yeah, they really did him dirty.
Okay, what's your last one?
I know you're gonna drop me in for this one.
Uh-oh.
Let me get ready.
Y'all know it's good. Y'all know it's coming. You heard me the other week.
Who?
Wizard of Oz.
Which
Glenda.
one? The Wicked Witch? Glenda?
No, Glenda. I stand by it. She's the villain.
Okay.
That woman set this little girl up. First of all, she put those shoes on Dorothy knowing what they were. She took the only thing that remained of this woman's sister that she knew and she knew they were powerful and they were a protective charm.
I thought it was like
how else would she have known if she hadn't tried taking them off?
to the victor goes the spoils. And she said that whoever kills it gets the shoes. That's kind of like Riddick. You keep what you kill.
It could be a family heirloom. We don't know that. Aside, she sends this little girl off, and this whole process of winds up getting rid of the other two remaining powerful people in Oz. Sends her off on her merry way, and who's the only one left? Linda. And she's standing there looking all nice and peachy with her hands clean as a whistle because she got a little girl to do her dirty work.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of stuff they serve out there in Canada, but
she conveniently did not tell. Oh, she sent her off to go see the wizard when the girl had the ability the entire time to go home and did not tell her that.
Watch it, Danny, about your Canada stuff, eh?
sound like some
This
bad.
might be bacon.
Okay. Bad was
Yeah.
Sentinel, Striker, Lex Luthor, Victor, Norman Bates, Frankenstein, Shang Tsung, Joker, King Koopa, and
Yep.
Glinda.
Yep.
So next week we will be back to do 30 through 21. But before we go, I want to go through the chat. People had a lot of questions, and I want to get to their questions before we go
Mhm.
because I appreciate them checking us out. Flash Thompson said, "What up, guys? Here from about James Harden. No, what happened with James Harden? Is
He
he leaving Houston?
declined a $50 million contract, looking to get traded to the Nets with Kevin Garnett
Damn!
and
Put some butter in there just for measure.
He go there, boy. That's gonna be. Oof.
it's gonna be dangerous. I know.
James makes gameplays. Say what's up? What's up, James?
What's up?
Flash
Hey.
Thompson said, "Sorry, Anzo, LDG, the ones taking over the world with Prometheus."
I still think Terrence is taking that one. Sorry, LDG, but Terrence is taking that one.
What, taking over the world? Probably.
Yeah.
The Bees Nest Films say, "What's up, guys? What's up, Bees
up?
Nest Films?"
Yeah, hi to the chat. I've been on my phone, so I can't respond. So
Bees Nest Film said, "Weird. The live stream isn't popping up on my channels page. I don't know why. YouTube and stream ought to be a little wonky at times."
Mhm.
YouTube more than anything, man. YouTube, since the update, it's been messing up big time.
yeah,
Flash Thompson said Shredder should be higher. I will see where he put him at, but I'm not a big Ninja Turtles fan, so
Phantom's on yourself, Danny.
I put him in the. I put him in the that
Phantom's
30
on you.
area
That sounds good.
because I think they're lots higher.
Tomorrow, you getting it?
I gotta get it in because I know tomorrow you're gonna do me. If I say boo, you be like, "Phantom's on."
I'm gonna Phantom's on you just for what you said today. Give him mental.
I know. Also, she should be number one. All black people would fear Taps T. You're knocked out. What? Was that?
Not a clue.
I have no idea. Maybe it was someone on my list, but
Also, she should be number one. All black people would fear Taps T. You're knocked out.
no idea.
Okay, explain that with Flash. You don't get it. Danny, he is always bad to me. Rise of Skywalker is an illusion. I wish it never happened. Okay, I think he's referring to when I put Kylo on my list.
Mm.
Now Zero says, "What's up? What's up? Appreciate it." Ghostfire said hello. Ghostfire said Predator. I mean, I told him we got 30 more spots, so I'm sure Predator goes to make somebody's list.
Oh, yeah.
Flash Thompson said Gotham had great villains but bad heroes. Somewhat, that's why they failed. I could kind of get on with that a little bit, but their villains were fire. I was happy with all the villains. Not so much Fish Mooney, but everybody else, I was good to go with.
Oh, yeah.
LDG got a hand clap. Was that money in the hand? I can't tell what it is.
Didn't we do a top 10 of the Gotham villains?
I don't know if we did or not, but we could do one.
Yeah.
Flash Thompson, I love Gotham, but if the writing was better, it could have gone 10 seasons. Yeah, I liked it. I'm not sure why fans didn't cling to it because it wasn't as well written as Smallville, but it was very. I watched it. I watched every episode of it. So I don't know why, but Rob sent the link. Okay, good deal.
I added butter and
We hurry up. Kavari said rumors as it we can expect Green Lantern casting next week for Green Lantern HBO Max series. Good, fantastic. Kavari also said Sylvester Stallone has joined the Suicide Squad cast. I did not know that. Flash Thompson said, I hope the cast the guy from Arrow as Green Lantern. That would be nice. Static Shock as an official director, Tachi's Regional Hoodlum. Any ideas who he is, Danny? No, I do not. Samuel said he directed House Party. Is Reginald Hudlin. Okay, and Boomerang. Those are two good movies, so I guess he got some some cachet. Who is the biggest villain? Super chat from 90209 $99 super chat. I appreciate it, sir. His question was, who is the biggest villain WWC history? Iron Sheik. WWF, I give you that. For WCW, I'm trying to see the biggest villain. That would have to be maybe Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a loaded question. I would actually need time to think about the entire history of both companies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had to guess, I would say for WCW, Ric Flair is the biggest villain. I would agree to Iron Sheik, the biggest villain for WWF.
Well, and Ric Flair kind of, I think, takes the cake on both of that because he did it in both.
Not so much WWF, I don't think.
Well, he went to the WWE. I think he's still currently a part of that group. I mean, he doesn't do anything, but I mean, he's.
But he was kind of on the back end of his career then.
King Harley Race, Andre the Giant. There's lots of them you could throw out there. The
Harley.
Sheik is the original. I mean, he was the first one to take on the mantle of what that meant in wrestling, whatever you want to say.
Yeah. Harley Race and Big Van Vader, he was held for a while too.
Yeah,
there's a lot of names that can fit in that position, honestly.
Exactly.
What about Kilgrave from Jessica Jones? I'm sure he's going to be on the list. We got, like I said, 30 more spots, people. Then George say, howdy guys, sorry I'm late. Flash Thompson said, Mama Bear, which one? Mama Bear, Mad's Mama Bear, that's one. Not Mad Smartigan, Mad's Mama Bear. Danny said, Phantom Zone now, please. Who?
I added salt and butter and caramels.
Did anyone mention Clarence Boddicker from RoboCop yet?
No.
Like I said, we got 30 more spots. Give us time. Can't believe DC offered James Gunn Superman. Damn, it's so close, man. So close.
Mm-hmm.
Flash Thompson said, get out. Sammy Stokes said, get out.
What for?
CW just announced their Brazilian Wonder Woman series, I guess you meant to say. Flash
Wonder
Thompson,
Girl.
Get out, Anzo, the mom. Yeah, the mom. I think Anzo put her down. Somebody put her down. Anzo put her down on his list. Yeah.
Yeah, I did put her down, but I think she's where she is because I have some other fire that I'm.
Which one?
Out of her.
The mom from Get Out.
From Get Out.
Oh yeah. Where was it? Was it on last ones or this one?
This one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I mean,
I think 36. I think you put it.
Yeah.
Down. But I gotta go real quick. We got another show to do, but before we get off the show, I want everybody to go around the panel and shout out their show. Tell me if they got anything special going on and where can we find you and what's going on. We're gonna go ahead and start with Mad's Mama Bear. Tell us what's going on in your world, ma'am.
Hey guys. I've been a little off my game, but I'm working very hard on a collaboration with Machini 90 on a Dragonkin where he's actually just finished drawing up. You can go check out my channel where he finished drawing up his half of it, and I'm converting that into a doll. Beyond that, I've also got the Queen's Council this week, and goodness knows what else. So got to follow me on Twitter to find out where I'm going to be.
Okay, good deal. It's your night. You're next, sir. Tell the good people where they can find you at, sir.
you can find me here on Mondays and I guess Chaos Central too. Please, guys, if you haven't gone over to Chaos Central, go over there and sub. It's youtube.chaoscentral.com. And you can also check out chaoscentral.com, which we're kind of in a hiatus period, but we will be getting back on that here before long. Tuesday, tomorrow night, we got Anza's show, the Chaos List, and then on Wednesday, Mylene, the Rule of Three, and got that. I've got the weekly Rumble, the weekly wrap up, gaming streams, movie reviews, movie reactions, retro reactions, music reviews, just all sorts of stuff. And then we also have the Mandalorian Roundtable on Sundays right now. Yeah, and then occasionally I'm on Square One with Anzo and Danny. Lots and lots of stuff, guys. Lots and lots of stuff. And then you can go over to Terrence's channel and have the rest of the year planned out.
That is correct. All right. Mr. Terrence, tell the people where they can find you at, good sir.
Yes, hello humans. My name is Terrence. You can find me on this channel, and you can also find me on my channel, T-Virus Terrence. Everything is set up now the way that I want. The channel art, name is there, the channel trailer. There are 1,780 videos currently available, all organized into over 70 playlists to make it easy for humans to navigate through my channel. There are currently 47 videos scheduled to drop at different times, with more than 50 planned and written on my nicely decorated tablet. So, if you are someone that has an open mind and you are someone with a spine, I think that when you go over to T-Virus Terrence, you will find yourself having a good time. If not, well, I guess you can go to other channels that will suit to your liking. But I'll tell you what, there's only one Terrence on this platform. And once you immerse yourself in my content, you will confirm that this is so. Terrence out.
All right, Mr. Anzo, tell the good people they can find you at, sir.
Yes,
You-
sir. What's up, guys? You know where you can find me, Bigger Ford Entertainment. Like Chris said, we got all these shows. He comes on Square One with us, and he gives us picks. They're not good, so I would just avoid those ones. But
What?
But other than that, you know, guys,
fandom's on his butt.
not while I'm speaking, bro.
I'm not even gonna
Tomorrow is Chaos Conversation, so I'm gonna have the panel. We're gonna have our
chaos list.
Oh shit! Yeah, my bad. Chaos.
On a roll.
Later on, it's going to be Storms Live, so we do appreciate that. I'm now at 231 subs, so you know what I mean? I'm getting up there. I appreciate all the support I'm getting from you guys, and maybe later on you'll catch a Spider-Man stream. Peace.
And I am, last but not least, Danny Graham, aka Comment Chat. This is my show, The Chaotic Conversation. Tomorrow, as we already heard, we'll be on Anzo's show, The Chaos List. The following night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be on Chris's show, The Rule of Three. Oh, Equilibrium, I don't know. It just seems, but we'll try and get it back on track. Saturdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so somewhere in that 4:30 range, you try to do Square One, which is sports topic. Football has been amazing this season. As we all know, we have one undefeated team still left. That is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we don't know. I forgot who they're playing tomorrow on this upcoming Sunday, but we'll see whether or not they can carry on that streak. Also, we have on Sundays, Chris and I have a show called Planet Hollywood where we discuss and critique and review different soloists, guitar soloists, past, future, present, dead, alive, whichever tickles our fancy. This week we will be talking about the great Roy Clark. He's one of the, in my opinion, most underrated guitarists that ever lived, but we will be showcasing his skill set this Sunday. Later on tonight, in the next few minutes, you'll see me and Anzo and possibly Chris on the on Rob's stream, Storms Live. So please catch us if you can. We appreciate it. Like I say, we have a lot of different channels, a lot of different content, and we encourage and invite each one of you to please catch our shows. So until next Monday, we'll see you at the same bat time, same bat channel. And until then, peace.
Peace.